Hey everybody, I have a video for you today for Scrapbooking Boys to Men. This is a series started by Susanna Lee, and I'm playing along with her for the remainder of the alphabet. Today's letter is Q, and I've quite the title planned for my layout. I am going to be using my summer mega kit from How to Kill a Kit with Style. I'm going to start with a couple of cut aparts. So I have a few here one is from the 6x8 sheet, which was in the Picnic in the Park collection from Amy Tan, Jareen. And then I also have this 12x12 cut apart sheet that I printed at home. I'm going to be using a photo of my youngest son. It's actually a photo I just took this past weekend, and I absolutely love it. So I'm kind of looking at this cut apart sheet. I know I want to grab a couple of the cut apart pieces. If you're interested in any kind of specific embellishment or paper that I use and where it comes from, I would check out the video that I have up from July 1st, which shows my entire mega summer kit and all the bits and pieces that are in it. I will try to let you know different products and where they come from, but a lot of this kit that I've created is a hybrid kit, so a lot of the papers are papers that I have printed from different lines, so they don't have branding strips or things like that. So that little scallopy paper is Amy Tangerine. It's from Slice of Life. The blue paper is Pink for Studio. And then this yellow paper, I want to say this is a digital one. And it could be from any number of different things because I mixed and matched a lot of different papers when I printed a lot of this kit out. So I'm going to use a pretty simple kind of layout design today, and I know that my title is going to be super long, so I wanted to make sure I give myself room for that. I'm going to ink everything using Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide ink for summer lines, pastel lines, I think lines that have these kind of lighter colors. I find gray ink to be what you need. So all of my different layers here are getting inked up with the Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide ink. And then I'm going to keep the page design pretty simple. I'm going to start with this kind of scallopy paper from Slice of Life. I'm going to place it kind of almost in the middle of the page, but not quite. It's a little more than 6 inches. So it's 12 by maybe 7, because I knew my photo is a full 4 by 6. So when I cut it, I wanted to make sure that the photo would kind of fit into that strip of paper. I'm going to use this blue pattern and kind of place a border strip across the top and across the bottom of the page. And here I'm just making sure that I definitely have done this and measured it out right, that I'll be good. So I'm going to place one across the top and one across the bottom. So this is a very kind of in the moment photo. I took this of my youngest son on Saturday evening, and he was just being himself, and it just so happened I got it. I got the look. That's my kid. So I wanted to scrapbook it like right away. And then when I was looking for adjectives that start with Q for the Scrapbooking Boys to Men layout today, this is what worked. I'm going to pop my photo up with some foam tape. This is foam tape from Spiegel Mom Scraps, her Big Mama foam tape. My favorite foam tape. Love this stuff. Super sticky, sticks really well, and it's just, I love it. and I will link it below over to the shop. If you have not stopped by Spiegel Mom Scrap Shop recently, I highly recommend it. There are so many different amazing adhesives she's carrying now. And then the July sequins are in the shop, including 3 sequin mixes that I designed for this release. So it's a pretty big release. There are 6 new mixes. One of the new mixes that is in the shop is that teal mix that's right there. I believe that one is called Skylight. And we're going to use it on my page today too. So I will definitely leave a link to Spiegel Mom Scraps shop in case you want to grab some sequins or some adhesive. Now I'm going to go right into my title. I decided to pull out a brand new package of thickers. These are the Grove thickers and I love them. I purchased six, a whole pack of them. So I have loads and loads and loads here. And my title for today's letter, which is Q, is going to be Quintessentially You. I will tell you with a great deal of certainty that I wrote my title out and have it off to the side to make sure I spelled it correctly. I also double checked the spelling online twice, just to be sure, because let me tell you, quintessentially uses a lot of alphabets, and there are a lot of letters in this word. Also, don't ask me how I managed to get this word onto this page perfectly spaced and right across there. I have no idea. It just kind of worked. So now what I want to do is I'm just going to do something that I kind of do quite often. Not quite often, but when I want to use up some embellishments and I want to play with embellishments, I love to kind of collage things. I am going to pull out some assemblage required little wooden pieces, but actually I end up not really liking them. At first I thought they would be perfect, but they really didn't, they weren't doing it for me. Let's just say that. I have these cut apart pieces that I know I want to use, and then I have some of the digital die cuts that I printed and fussy cut. Those flowers are from a basic gray line called, I think it's Knee Highs and Bow Ties. And then the arrow is probably from Knee Highs and Bow Ties too, although I do have some Grand Bazaar elements in this Mega Summer kit, like that little piece there, that button, I think that's from Grand Bazaar. So there's some basic gray digitals in this kit mixed with some Amy Tangerine digitals, mixed with some Amy Tangerine cut apart pieces. So I'm just going to move stuff around here till I kind of figure out how I like it. And then I know there's a little gap there. Trying to decide what I want to do with that because I do want to fill it in. In the meantime, I'm going to grab my washi bowl. So I got this cute little Turkish ceramic bowl from Phipps Conservatory in Pittsburgh when we went to visit last weekend or the other weekend. And I filled it with washi tapes I want to use up. And I'm keeping it right here. I will flip the washi tapes out. So if I use a roll, I'm going to grab another roll from my stash and pop it into here. But I'm really on a want to use up the washi tape. And I'm not picky. I don't care if I use it as a decorative element or if I just use it as a functional element while I'm scrapbooking. I want to get my washi tape used up. So I grabbed some solid kind of orange color and then a solid kind of tealy color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of stack these little cut apart pieces and then adhere them with some faux adhere them with some washi tape. I think this actually turned out really, really good. I'm really glad that I have this bowl on my desk and that I thought to kind of grab it and use it because it did make me go for my washi, grab my washi, use it. I also have washi rings. I have 3 washi rings. They're full of washi tape, and they kind of just hang out in my craft room. So hopefully by pulling some of them off of the washi rings and putting them in this bowl right on my desk, I can go ahead and do it. I actually got this idea from Hiba, which is my little journal on YouTube. She has a bowl she keeps on her table called her have to bowl. Like, she has to use it, and that's kind of where I got the idea when I saw this little really pretty like Turkish bowl in the gift shop at the conservatory. I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this on my desk, and then I was gonna use it as a have to bowl, but honestly I have to use all my washi up, so it worked. I'm popping up some of the elements on this page just to add some depth and dimension, because this is a lot of paper, and I know it is, and that's also the reason why I did the washi tape, to add something else that's not paper to my photo. I wish I had turned this flower the other direction. For whatever reason, when I went and stuck it down, I flipped it the other way, and no, flip it the other way. Anyway, oh well, it's done now, and it's just a mild thing that bugs me, but it wouldn't bug anybody else. I also have this really cute flare. This is a part of my Mega Summer Kit. It's from Pretty Little Studio. I'm going to grab some tear tape from Spiegel Mom Scraps to adhere it down. That way it's adhered down with a dry adhesive instead of a wet adhesive, and it will most hopefully not rust. I'm going to go ahead and just date my photo here. And I'm going to date it using some Catherine Puller Midnight Ink. It was really easy to date this photo because I just took it Saturday. I was so excited. I have been thinking quite recently that I really want to scrap my photos right away, almost as soon as I take them or within a couple of days, just because I feel like the memory is more there then, and I can remember if I wanted to say something about it. Anyway, I'm kind of thinking about it. I also, of course, have, photos events clear back from 2018 that I want to do, and a scrapbook. But I'm really bad at events. Just, like overviews of trips, that kind of stuff. I'm not good scrapbooking. I don't know. It's not fun for me to do those kind of things. So I tend to push them off for as long as I possibly can. But hopefully I can kind of get some of those done. So I'm just gonna trim that cut apart piece down, and I'm gonna kind of add it to this area right here where we still have this little bit of open space, and I'm gonna use a little bit more washi. I love how this little collaged area turned out. This is something I do quite often. It's kind of my favorite way to embellish, is to kind of cluster stuff all together. And I think that's because I used to watch HGTV all the time, and there were some things, like design-wise, that really kind of stuck with me. And one of those things was that if you have a collection of things, don't spread them out, put them all together. Anyway, that's just my little rant for today. I am going to finish this layout off with some sequins. So I am using those, I'm pretty sure they're called Skylight sequins. They're this beautiful blue aqua color. They're not aqua, they tend towards the blue. So I feel like blue-green colors, some are more like blue toned, some are more like green toned. These are definitely on the blue end. And I'm just scattering them all around, add a little bit of sparkle to the layout because you can never have too much sparkle. And that's where we're going to call this one done. Be sure to head over and check out Susanna's layout for today using the letter Q. Here are all of the beautiful close-ups, and I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous Tuesday. I will see you all again soon with more layouts using my Mega Summer Kit. Have a wonderful day. Bye.